so beautiful.
Powerful.
To hear her sing.
Powerful.
So I have 5 minutes. Start. First of all, I hate talking in front of people, so come on, just get that out. You can do it. So I was raised in a Christian family. We went to church. It was, like a Southern Baptist church. So the preacher was like, "You're gonna go to hell. You need Jesus," and I was like, "Oh my gosh!" So it wasn't really real for me. I don't think. I was just kind of doing it because my parents, that's what they were doing. I did really well in school. I got wonderful grades. I was a cheerleader. I was the first freshman soccer player, on the team, and we went to states and we lost, but we were really good. And I was homecoming queen. I had all of these things going for me, and what I didn't understand was why I was so sad all the time. And on the outside it looked like, Christine, I'm gonna cry now. On the outside it just looked like I had this perfect life, and but I just couldn't understand why I was so sad. I would cry myself to sleep at night. I felt like nothing I did was enough. Like I'd get straight A's and I still wasn't happy. Well, so-and-so got a 4.2, and I only have a 4.0. And it just kind of kept going until college. I started dating this guy, and he was an atheist, and he seemed very happy with his life. And to my parents, dismay, I started dating this guy, and I was like, well, he seems pretty secure, and maybe it's the God thing that's making me sad, because I feel like I can't live up to everything, so I'm just not going to believe in anything. That made it worse. I was diagnosed with depression my sophomore year of college after taking a bottle of sleeping pills. The reason I took them was because the atheist boyfriend I found out had cheated on me at a party the night before. And so I decided that my life was over, he was the love of my life, that we were going to get married, and so I wanted to end my life. So as soon as I took them, I called my parents, freaking out, and we went to the hospital, and they made me drink this, big thing of charcoal, and monitored my blood pressure, and thank God, this type of medication, I guess the worst thing that can happen to you is your blood pressure drops really low, which with medicine they were able to keep mine up and I was fine. And so I willingly checked myself into this psych ward. I tried to be friends with the people in there. My mom was like, "Stop being friends with these people, these are not your friends." But I was trying to help them. I was like, "This one girl, she needs help," and my mom was like, "Stop!" She just wanted me to get better and come home, and that was the beginning of the turnaround for me. I realized it didn't matter how low it got, and my parents still loved me, and just their consistent love and prayers for me over the years just showed me unconditional love, and I didn't really understand, why do they love me so much? Why do they love me so much? Because for whatever reason, I guess, in my brain, I didn't feel loved. There's a verse that means so much to me, Jeremiah 31:3. "I have loved you with an everlasting love. I have drawn you with unfailing kindness." God just kept pursuing my heart and just kept lavishing his love on me. I didn't become a Christian right away. I moved out to LA to become a famous actress because that would fix everything. My parents were like, why is she moving to LA? It was the best thing that ever happened to me. I met Kaylin Jones, this wonderful woman, and she is engaged to Jonathan Polis, and I'm her maid of honor. But I remember asking her, why are you so happy? And she was, how do you find your peace? And she was like, oh, the Lord has changed my life. And I don't know, it was just something about her. Whenever I saw her, she had such light. And so I was like, okay, I'll try your church. And I kept coming, and eventually I talked to this woman named Joy Royal, who just really spoke to my heart, and I prayed with her. And I'd like to say my life was perfect after that. I wasn't, but I did find my husband, got married. I had my 2-year-old, I'm pregnant again, I'm almost 4 months, and, we still had hard times. My husband's sister passed away in January from brain cancer, that was hard on the whole family. She actually came to here to church a little bit because she was getting treatment at UCLA. But it's funny because it was like through becoming a mom and watching her fight cancer, I didn't feel that emptiness anymore. I stopped taking my antidepressants when I became a Christian. I'm not recommending everybody do that, but for me, I just felt like I didn't need them anymore. And I stopped taking them, and I still have my ups and downs. They say with having babies, I'm at risk for postpartum and all this stuff, but I'm just choosing not to believe that because I know who loves me, and I know how big he is and how powerful he is, and how powerful he is, and his love is just keeping me going every day. And I know I'm a new woman now, so it's amazing to see him continue to grow me into the mom and friend and wife that he wants me to be. So that's my story. Yay!